Heartthrob says, that's why I love your drawings of women. Yay, strong women, says Kitty.
Well, I always hated the idea that women were taught that a Prince Charming would come and rescue them, save them. I love the times that we live in now, where women can be powerful in charge. And if they scare the hell out of men, then you're with the wrong man. I have living proof of that. My wife is beautiful and strong. She has conviction and beauty. You can't ask for more in a woman or in a person.
Adam says, you can rescue me anytime, Tommy.
Okay, so here we go. We roughed out a girl. And now the request was Batman. What was it again?
I don't know which one. There's Warrior Princess Batman?
We're going with Warrior Princess Batman.
Okay.
Give me a second to stretch out my arm.
Jesse says, I disappear to grab some cold pizza from the fridge and come back to a great conversation and the start of a cool drawing. Well, the plan for this channel, is to kind of, we're working on getting another camera so you can actually see the studio like that he draws in. And kind of just having it on all day, so people can kind of spy in and see what a full working professional studio looks like throughout the day. And also, then we'll have times, scheduled times when Tommy will sit down and do this. Bye, Sierra.
Bye, Sierra. Thank God she's gone.
I know, right?
Jeez.
She smelled.
So, she stole my shoes.
Arash, who is a good friend of ours, says, forget Warrior Princess Batman. Draw me like you're a Frenchman. I love you, Arash. And she's like, I love you guys. I heard that. Jessie says she loves that idea. Although the good part about having the camera on, all day, every day is that Tommy actually has to wear pants now. Can't walk around in his underwear.
That's what you think.
Right?
So I often have to take a break. My hand cramps up from the torn muscle, and I have to put it on the machine here to massage it.
Alright, let's see. River Raptor, can't hear anything.
Okay, Warrior Princess, Batgirl, Batman.
My bad, Jesse.
Here we go. So,
I'll get it right
let's
next
start
time.
out with some princess stuff. She needs a collar. And of course, every princess has a crown. Now, being me, if it's 7 points on a crown, that means that they are a baron or baroness. If it's 9 points, that means they are royalty. Now, my friends out there in the SCA, they'll all be smiling right now.
Somebody was on here from the SCA.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that was last night. My bad.
That was last night.
Well, they should be on here now. And if they're not, get on.
Funny thing is, when my hand hurts, these kind of scribbly things work out really well. Oh, got a pencil. Sharpen my pencil. There we go. And as you can see again, it's just a yellow number 2. Let's see.
Heartthrob wants to know, what kind of paper are you using?
I am using Strathmore Parchment Aged 11 by 17. It's the 400 series, and I'm not on the cover, which is a terrible thing. You know, but they should correct that. But look, see? It should look like that.
With your hand?
With my hand.
Are you using that red thing for your hand?
What's that?
The thing on your pencil, are you using?
Oh, I thought you were asking.
I am.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the red thing is just rubber. And they sell it for little kids.
Yeah, it's pencil grip.
Yeah, but it also teaches you how to hold area. It's supposed to teach you how to hold the pencil correctly.
Jen says the webpage is like 10% put together and it already looks a million times better. So, Uzi on the channel is Jen's husband, who is No Flutter. And Jen is No Flutter, not her husband. And he is building our new website because our old website sucks giant donkey balls. So, he's building our new website. Heartthrob says, thank you, and most of my sketchbooks have your art on it. That's how I know it's good. LOL.
That's awesome. So I'll tell you a story. When I was younger, I was in an accident, and I was put in a wheelchair. They told me I'd never walk again. And they stuck me in the art room in my high school because it was the only room that my wheelchair would fit through the door. I had this ancient wheelchair because I was very, 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 very poor. When I went into the room, the art teacher, a man which I owe my life to, Dan Iorio, took me under his wing and really started, coming down on me. I was a professional cyclist, so I spent most of my youth signing my autograph and touring and being a big shot. And then I was stuck in a wheelchair and, miserable. He kept calling me a coward and throwing things at my head and saying that I was just going to quit and give up and be a baby. And then he bet me I couldn't draw something. Said I was too much of a coward. And of course I said, yes, I can. And I drew it, never knowing that I could draw before. I was 16 years old. I don't know what he saw, but thank God he did. So he got me started drawing. One day he came in with a green recycled sketchbook. Strathmore green recycled sketchbook.
I was looking for it. I don't know where it is.
And he handed it to me as a gift, and he said, your future's in here. And now I'm on the cover of that sketchbook, and so many of you know me from that sketchbook. If it wasn't for Dan Iorio, a great man from a tiny little town in Jersey called Kingsburg,
I don't know where your first sketchbook is. I was gonna.
none of this would be here. And I was headed down a terrible path. You know, I had been in juvenile prison. I had made, if there was wrong choices to be made, I made them at every turn. But he believed in me.
Here. It's your first sketchbook.
Oh. The cover's not here, but here's my first sketchbook. Take a quick pan through.
You're good.
So I used to take photos and draw on them.
Lift it up a little bit more. Perfect. Right there.
So,
Hi, Josh. Hi, Diana.
what's this? Oh, there you go. Pretty, right? And faces. And
So how old were you? So you were 17 when this?
I was 16.
16?
And here is one of my first oil paintings. That this is just
Bring
a little
it closer
photo.
a little?
This is a little photograph of it. I don't know if you could see it.
Yeah, it just focused. Perfect.
And one of the first paintings I ever sold to a quadriplegic artist. And here's the first portrait I ever did. And I'll explain to you in a second. Then a portrait of my mother.
Bring it up a little bit more.
And my mother was not a very nice person.
Move it up. Perfect.
So I always saw her as this clown with her back to me because she just watched TV all the time and kind of ignored me. And of course, I was a kid. I was very much into Salvador Dali. And this was an oil painting. And this is just marble paper. But it was the first painting I ever sold that I wish I didn't sell. But fairy and a flower.
Jesse says, a little inspiration from the wall.
Yeah, a lot of inspiration from the wall.
Josh and Kristen are on.
Oh, here we go. Here's another one of my... This was at the 52nd Street Gallery. And I exhibited in the same gallery as Salvador Dali and Pablo Picasso. And you could not pull the smile off my face for months. You know, two of my biggest heroes, and my modest attempt at creating something hung on the same walls as these masters. And these paintings were about, I would say that's about 5 foot tall and like 3.5 foot wide.
Jellyfish says, ooh, wow, a look into your beginning work. Love this.
There you go. Here's a dragon from the beginning. Looks just like the ones now. Oh, here's a little the wall inspiration.